Hill from Alice 105.9. I just went inside the Pepsi Center, into the box office, to grab my media pass because in just a couple seconds I'm going to be talking to Ed Sheeran. Woo, it's windy out here. And you guys submitted some questions online too, so I'll be asking Ed some of the questions you wanted to ask Ed. Look, I'm about ready to go in and talk to Ed Sheeran. I remember the show you played, the Bluebird, where it was insanity.
Yes, that was here.
There were girls like mushed up against the window, beating on the door to be let in.
That was when Passenger was opening up.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was a really nice venue actually.
It's adorable, and it's because we have a bunch of really nice theaters, and that's kind of the most.
I completely forgot that was in Denver. For some reason, I didn't place that. I remember that gig very, very clearly.
Yeah. And you did a rooftop gig for us, which
I remember, and that was really hot as well.
Yes, it was super hot, and we were surprised by some of the content of the fans.
We won't go into that one. Yeah.
No, I just from
you remember though, right?
I do.
Yeah, there was a sign and it spoke about sexual things.
So was that a surprising thing when you became famous?
Well, yeah, I've never
sex god or.
This is the thing, because one of the most common things I hear from people that don't like me is how the hell does anyone think he's attractive? So I'm in that space. I'm in the I have no idea why people have an attraction to. Well, there's lots of people that I think it's weird that so many people find him attractive.
Like Benedict Cumberbatch?
No, because I met Ben and he's like. If I was a woman, I probably would.
See, I think he's hot.
Yeah.
So this is a really important question I want to ask you before I ask any more questions. If you could ban one interview question from ever being asked to you again, what would it be? Just so I can cross.
I get asked if I like mathematical things a lot. They're like, "Oh, so you like math?" And I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "'Cause your album covers." And I'm like, "Oh, all right."
Well, you did kind of give away
every interview without fail.
It's not on my list.
Cool, thank you.
But I was going to say you've kind of given away what the next album may be called.
No, because there's two more things it could be called.
I know.
There's so many mathematical symbols. Could just be a number.
Fair enough. All right, if you had to, you yourself personally, had to be one version of Princess Leia, would it be Double Buns Princess Leia, Hoth Princess Leia, or Slave Leia?
Hoth, yeah. Definitely Hoth.
Why?
I don't know. She's just I like the cold. And Slave Leia, that was a really this seedy dungeon.
Yeah.
And you'd have to have sex with a slug.
I don't think she ever had to have sex with Jabba.
I don't know, it's pretty implied.
Yeah, but the first time I watched it, I was so
pretty implied, isn't it? That's what I thought. I thought Jabba was like.
I can honestly say I never thought of that.
Right.
Maybe the tiny little guy, because he was really close to her all the time.
Yeah, I just think Jabba's like the alpha slug, isn't he?
Well, yeah. Are you good at Star Wars?
Yeah.
Trivia? Okay. What kind of fur does Boba Fett have on his?
Oh wow, this is I have no I'm not good with that. I really like that you're that into Star Wars though. I'm really into Star Wars, but I don't know if I'm that into Star Wars, which makes me think that I'm not into Star Wars.
I
rented a cinema to watch it when it came out because I didn't want to wait until the cinemas got not busy.
That must be nice.
I was that into watching it instantly. But
I would have been into watching it that instantly. I don't know that I had it in my budget.
No.
So obviously you're really big into fantasy and sci-fi and all that kind of stuff. So what's a most watched series that maybe not everybody has heard of before, but you were just so passionate about you binge watch it?
I mean, everyone's heard of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but no one really talks about it anymore. That's one of my favourite TV shows ever.
Were you more of a Spike fan or?
I found Angel was a bit too
He annoyed me.
No, he was just a bit too broody the whole time, where Spike had a bit of oomph and personality. You know when Giles goes a bit ham after Angel does that thing.
Have you ever purchased something where after you purchased it, you thought, why did I just buy that?
All the time. I did it with I'm a big James Bond fan as well, and I bought an Aston Martin. And then as soon as I bought it, I was like, for 5 minutes, I was like, this is really cool. And then I drove through my hometown, and I was like, oh, no one has an Aston Martin in my hometown. It sticks out like a sore thumb. So yeah, I haven't haven't really driven it since then. But my manager's wife drives it all the time, so it's getting used,
Right.
which is at least
Right.
But that
Aston
I
Martin.
definitely. But you got to go through those things as like as a boy. You have to like do all your dream things,
Right.
and that was one of my dream things. And then I realised it wasn't a reality.
So you write, in my opinion, I mean, you have a very unusual talent for lyrics. I mean, you write really good lyrics. There are lyrics where people want to put them on quotes, and they want to put them on shirts, and they want to repeat them to someone that they're in love with.
Bieber's biggest selling shirt on tour is "My Mama Don't Like You, but She Likes Everyone."
Yes, and I wondered if, when you first started writing, when you were really young, is there ever a lyric that you thought at the time was so badass, and then later on, as you got older, you thought, "Oh, that is so corny."
Yeah, I guess like. I think, it was "Let Me Sing and Do My Thing and Move to Greener Pastures." And at the time I was like, dope.
Deep.
But yeah, now I look back, I wrote that when I was like 15. Now I look back on it, it's like, not all that. But with lyrics, I always try and find a way of putting things that hasn't been said before. Because I think the way my songs sound like the top 40 at the moment. It's the same sort of, it's the same 4 chords and it's the same drums. But I think if you can always find one lyric that sticks it out. So like in Shape of You, it would be like "My bed sheets smell like you." I haven't heard that in a song before, so like I've always try and do like one lyric in a song that makes people go, "Oh, that's an Ed song," rather than kind of just make it, because my music, people will say my music's generic, but there's always like one thing in it that isn't generic, which makes it stand out.
Well, there's nothing generic about being able to come
There's
up
a
with
lot
something
generic about Shape of You, I get, but lyrically it sticks out because there's some weird things in there.
It absolutely does. What keeps you from having a six-pack? You just don't desire it?
I drink a bottle of wine every day when I finish a gig. So that, I had In-N-Out burger for lunch. I had a pizza for dinner yesterday. I had half of a chocolate cake, the whole chocolate cake after that.
Are you red or white?
Wine, red.
Okay, good.
Red, constant. I just love red wine.
I actually got something for you.
Yeah?
It's a $26 gift certificate to Taco Bell.
$26 can buy a lot of Taco Bell as well.
Well, I figured you could, probably buy 100 tacos.
I once spent $30 in Taco Bell once for me and 4 friends, and we had like the whole menu 4 times over.
It's an emergency one. Just tuck it away, and then one night when you're just like, I don't know.
No, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it tonight on the way to the plane. I have to fly to New York tonight.
Thanks, Lee McNabb.
Thanks, Lee McNabb. You're the man. $26 in Taco Bell. I'm going to fucking go ham. I'm going to blame you for the shits, though.
Yeah, they always come
$26 a Taco Bell. Like, that's coming out of you straight away, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't wait to hear all about it. My listeners did submit a couple questions.
Cool.
Have you ever considered doing a concept album?
Well, Divide was a concept album originally. It was Division, so half of it was acoustic and half of it was pop R&B, which it still is. There's 6 songs for each, but it used to be 24 songs.
Okay, that was Dan's question. Dave wants to know what your favorite beer is.
The beer where I'm from, it's called Old Vic Elstone Brewery. Yeah.
What tattoo would you like to get in the future?
I'm going to get my kids' handprints, I think. So I'm going to save a load of space. But I don't know how many kids I'm going to have. So I'm going to save quite a bit of space.
Well, you still got some real estate on your leg and stuff.
It's weird to have a kid's hand on your leg, I think. I want to have them, I want to have them like running up my back. I want to have them like running up like little baby hands
Right.
up my back. I
Okay,
think that'd be cool.
that's adorable. And you're absolutely right. It would have to be for
Well, no, I was saying that, but my girlfriend was like, you can't have, like, it just look a bit creepy, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
it would. Good point. What about yourself as a person or an artist do you value the most?
Family, yeah. Family and friends. There's nothing replaces family. And my friends are like, I have a very tight, small friendship group. And I think without them, I was talking to someone yesterday who was he's married to a very, very successful singer. And he was saying that he's been to where I live. And he's like, we don't have what you have because, we both grew up in different places in London, and like it's not somewhere we can go back to and still have the same friends, because some of the areas in London were quite rough, where my friends all still live in my area. It's a really small farming town. I go back there, I have this little community where like no one comes in and no one goes out. And yeah, it's I think I'm really lucky to have that.